Hello everyone, Rand here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Broad Acres on the RDAllen multiplayer server. Just myself on the server here at the moment. And if you watched the last episodes there on Pure Farming and Farmer's Dynasty, you know we had some troubles here with the Broad Acres server. Again, Broad Acres here is a 16x map, so 16 times bigger than a normal Farming Simulator map. And if you've ever played on any maps of this caliber, you know they tend to give us some troubles. So this one definitely has been giving us some troubles here the last couple days. Namely, the issues were with Courseplay. So Courseplay was giving us the issues there. Tried to rectify the situation there with Courseplay. I suspect the reason being is the large number of Courseplay courses we had on here was creating all the lag. Unfortunately, just deleting out the Courseplay courses doesn't seem to solve it, and I suspect the reason for that is the fact that it's not actually deleting the courses. So yeah, basically I did a lot of troubleshooting there. Again, like I said, trying to delete the Courseplay courses, just didn't have any success doing that. Unfortunately, I do not have any access, it seems like, to the actual Courseplay files on the server, so I can't get access to those. So I can't actually check to see if they actually are truly being deleted. Like I said, again, I suspect they're not, because deleted a couple of them once, reloaded the server, started it back up. It's like, wow, I'm pretty sure I deleted these courses already, and there's a couple of them there again. So I don't know if it's something with a multiplayer bug there that doesn't let Courseplay delete courses. Therefore, the courses are kind of just piling up, and like I said, I suspect they were causing issues. Looks like Nickum joins us on the server. Joined in TeamSpeak by Nickum as well, by the way, at the moment. So yes, at the moment, server is running good. Not having any lag issues that I've noticed here so far. Just like I said, we don't have any Courseplay at the moment, which is kind of unfortunate given the size of this map. And Courseplay was actually working really well. Weren't really having any issues there until something gave way. I don't know what that something was, but something broke. Again, like I said, I think it was the sheer number of Courseplay courses that possibly broke it. And again, for those of you not familiar with Courseplay courses, especially if you play on larger maps, you're probably not going to notice this on your standard size maps so quickly. But when you create field work courses, so I mean like harvesting courses, cultivating, plowing type courses, those courses take a while to generate and really drastically increase the time it takes for your save game to load. Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio River Basin there, for example. For those of you who watched that series, obviously had a lot of Courseplay going on there. And that map probably took probably a good 5 minutes to load. So anytime I wanted to load that save game, it took probably, like I said, good 5 minutes. Which is always very annoying, if you ask me. And again, I don't know why that is. It's not like it's loading that much data. I mean, a couple megabytes, I think, at the most, if that. Just some severe inefficiencies in the system there somewhere. I don't know what those are, but kind of unfortunate, like I said. But then, yeah, take that one step further here. Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio River Basin was a 4x map. This is a 16x map. So can you imagine how much more it adds to having 16x sized fields versus 4x sized fields? And again, the fields on Broad Acres here are ginormous. So at this point, I think the question is whether or not we're going to continue playing on this map here or not. Like I said, I don't think without Courseplay it's going to really be a feasible operation on here. Again, with Courseplay, they were doing actually pretty good. We were really making some mad progress here on this map. So anyway, working on the biogas plant here at the moment. Sure you probably kind of figured that already. Started out selling some silage there. Loading up a bunker here. I would love to see these bunkers full just to see what it would look like. But again, without Courseplay, I don't know that that's going to happen. So I guess the, again, I think I mentioned this here. The question is for you folks, if you want us to continue on Broad Acres, better leave a comment, let us know. If not, leave a comment that way as well. We'll switch to a new map here. Got one for sure in mind, so... And I might try some further troubleshooting too to see if I can get access to the Courseplay files. Courseplay, in the previous there, Courseplay courses were saved, I believe, with the save game. I don't believe that is the case anymore. Courseplay courses are now saved in their own separate folder under another folder for the save game, if that hopefully kind of makes sense. So again, like I said, I don't think I can get access to that, unfortunately. Anyway, just a reminder again, too, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer servers, information is in the description below there. Again, we currently have 3 Farming Simulator multiplayer servers, although they have been a little bit quiet here the last couple of weeks with the advent there of the Minecraft, modded Minecraft server. I think a lot of people have been playing the modded Minecraft server here as of late. If you would like to join us, again, we ask that you please just join us on TeamSpeak. Again, that information is in the description below there. Anyone's welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. Of course, you know, for the rules there, as I kind of was just mentioned there, main one there, play nicely. We do run a clean channel over here as well, in case you're wondering. Or a clean TeamSpeak server, I guess you could say. And of course, rules for the Farming Simulator servers there can all be found in TeamSpeak, as well as all the information for joining the Farming Simulator multiplayer servers. We do have download all links for the mods, so if you need the mods to join the server, you can just click on the download all link there, and it will download all the mods you need to join that particular server. Again, for servers, we still have Server 1 as Valley of the Old Farm with the updated version there. Unfortunately, we kind of finished our competition on it before the update came out. We have Server 2 here, which is Broad Acres, which, like I said, if we can't get Courseplay back on here, I'm a bit skeptical about continuing this series. Main reason being just the fact that a hired worker is not going to be able to help us much on this map here, again, given its size. And then Server 3 is the Repented map yet. And yeah, without Courseplay here, the whole biogas plant operation is kind of ground to a halt here. We're obviously using Courseplay there quite a bit. And the Courseplay courses, you know, for like this here, that doesn't really create that much. These Courseplay courses aren't really that big. You're not really going to notice the load time with, say, biogas plant Courseplay courses or, you know, unloading type courses, anything like that. It's typically your field work courses that really seem to cause the issues. Which, you know, thinking about it, if Courseplay would be a little more efficient with their operations, that probably won't have to be the case. just to put a little of my experience as a CNC programmer, which I know doesn't have much to do with a Courseplay course in a way, except for the fact it's kind of the same principle. Basically what Courseplay does is it drives the vehicle from point to point. So that's how Courseplay works. It creates a point on the map. Okay, you drive to here, you drive to here, you drive to here, you drive to there. Same thing in the for those of you who know anything about CNC programming. We control the CNC machine going from point to point to point. And what I'm getting at there with going from point to point to point, if you're going in a straight line, you need 2 points, point A and point B, and you go in a straight line in between. Obviously, if you're going a curve, you need a lot more, or you need special code for it, in which case I'm sure doesn't exist with Courseplay, but in the CNC programming realm, you've got special code for doing radiuses and curves and that type of thing. But Courseplay could drastically improve its efficiencies if it would eliminate the points between. What I'm talking about there, if you never noticed with Courseplay, going in a straight line, and it creates a point, I don't know, I don't know. Going from a bunker, you'd probably have about 4 points. So maybe every 10 meters it creates a point. So, again, hopefully I'm explaining this somewhat reasonably here. But to make it more efficient, if you're going from one end of the field to the other end of the field in a straight line, you need 2 points. If you're going in a straight line, 2 points. One at one and one at the other. What Courseplay has, though, is, on a map this size, there's probably, who knows, 1,000 points to go in a straight line. They could drastically improve their efficiency if they would eliminate 998 points. Just as an example there. We can, same thing goes in the CNC world as well. We can drastically reduce our file size if we eliminate the in-between points if we're going in a straight line. Again, if you're cutting a straight line, you need point A, point B. You don't need 1,000 points to do a straight line. So essentially you're cutting your 1,000 lines of code into 2 lines of code. So that's the best way I can explain it. Like I said, probably not explained real well there, but hopefully that makes sense. And like I said, too, I suspect it's the fieldwork courses that were causing us the trouble here. So what do we still got? We got 6 million liters of chaff in here yet. Enough to fill roughly 3 bunkers. We're rather hoping maybe, to get like field 13 and 14 there. We were going to try to make a run at it legitimately. And I think we probably would have been able to do that with Courseplay here and the biogas plant operations. But I don't see that happening anymore, and as such, like I was saying, folks want to let us know if we need to continue or not. I'm thinking probably not if we can't get Courseplay to work. Oh, looks like the fog's going away. Nice. Anyway, we'll read a few comments here in a moment. Oh, and it's fun here. First comment. Maverick was asking, is the Broad Acres server fixed yet? Yes, it is, in the sense. It is fixed because we don't have Courseplay on here. So that's what I did, by the way. I deactivated the Courseplay mod. And, of course, deactivating the Courseplay course mod means it's not loading any of its courses. Again, I suspect it's the courses that are causing the issue, not actually Courseplay itself. I was saying if Broad Acres is not fixed, you should do Autumn Oaks. And that is, or was, exactly my plan. Team of 2 was saying, I love the setup. PC is the boss. Well, of course it is. Michigan Farmer was saying, I hope pure Oh, Farming Simulator 19 has things like Pure Farming does. Joe was saying ZZ. I guess Joe doesn't like Pure Farming, I take it. Chris was saying you're doing a great job as always, but the game's continuity seems a little sketchy. I would definitely agree with you on that there, Chris. I think Pure Farming, and this goes with a lot of the other games as well, you know, play once and done. Farming Simulator, for some reason, has the ability to keep on playing. I don't know why that is. I think it's the sheer amount of content available. That's my opinion anyway. But yeah, just from what I've seen in Pure Farming so far, again, really good. But I think it's going to be the lack of content there that might affect the playability. And that combined, whoa, talk about some airtime. I don't think there's multiplayer in it yet either, so... You know, big part of Farming Simulator 2 is the multiplayer. But if you've never played on a Farming Simulator multiplayer server before, definitely should come join us. It is a lot of fun to play Farming Simulator multiplayer. Definitely a lot more fun to play with someone intelligent as opposed to the in-game hired workers. Mike so was saying, great, thank you. Well, thank you very much for that. Daniel is saying you should do a smaller European map next with a 400 horsepower limit, so no large tractors. Well, Daniel, I'm going to guess you haven't watched my channel before, because that isn't exactly my style, especially the small European maps. I have a rather disdain for small European maps with hedges and fences and bloody gates you can't fit tractors into. Not to say they aren't fun to play every now and then, but... Let's see how much airtime we can get here. Full speed ahead. Launch it. Oh my goodness. We're gonna... Whoa, this might not end well. Nope, we're back upright at least. Facing the wrong direction, but... Now, obviously, again, if we had Courseplay working, which I know I keep talking about this, but we could have Courseplay fill this for us. Random Axel Redneck was saying, hey, Randy, good video. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you very much for that. Nick was saying, thank you. Not entirely sure what for, but okay. A reminder there, too, by the way, we do live stream other various games as well. In particular, as of late, been live streaming a lot of Minecraft. Rather enjoying playing Minecraft there again. It's been, I think, about 2 years or so since I've done any real Minecraft playing. So rather enjoying getting back into that a little bit there. So if you'd like to watch that, definitely make sure you're subscribed and got your notifications turned on. You get a notification there if we go live. At the moment, we are currently live streaming on both YouTube and on Twitch. That was an autosave there, by the way, so if you're wondering why that pause was, because of the autosave. So yes, if you got a particular platform you'd like to view on, you can either do YouTube or Twitch. Again, Twitch seems to be much more reliable with its notifications than what YouTube is. YouTube's notifications seem to be sketchy at best. Or maybe I should say non-existent at best. Yeah, I think everybody's got their preferred method for filling up the biogas plant here. I've never really settled on one particular method, at least with the GMC here, and it probably depends a lot on what vehicle you're using. But with the GMC here, it's pretty hard to get this truck stuck. So you can pretty much fill it however you want, in whatever weird way you want as well. Ryan was saying, I would consider upgrading your tomato farm on Pure Farming to stage 2 because you'll get 4,000 kilograms of potatoes per completed cycle, and you get 15,000 per 10,000 kilograms of tomatoes. He was saying, excellent video. Thank you very much for that. He was also saying, I would consider upgrading the trailer and the water cart, selling the small trailer and the small water tanker. He was saying, I see you don't have the deluxe version, which I don't think I do, no. The version I have was given to me by Pure Farming, so just an FYI there. I guess I didn't feel like giving out the deluxe version. Oh well. He was saying apparently it looks like with the deluxe version there is another tractor you get. So yeah, I'll have to check that out. And I've been told, too, there actually are mods apparently out for Pure Farming as well. So I'll have to look into that as well here in the future. Not sure what it takes to install them, or I don't even know what's available at this point. Oh, let's see. How much do we have in the bunker here so far? It's got to be getting pretty full. That's kind of a weird number. 128. I think it should be an even number, I would think, because I think I've been dumping roughly 100,000 each time. Kind of one nice thing about this trailer holding 100,000. It's kind of just a nice even number. And at least on a map like this, too, if you're hauling, it's a good amount to haul. You know, if you've never played on a 16x farming sim map before, you know, the first thing I challenge you to is just to drive from one end of the map to the other end of the map. And I don't think I need to say any more about that. Of course, with Broad Acres here, by the way, you do have to have a somewhat decent computer to run this map. So far, running about 40 frames right at the moment, I guess. Varies a little bit there, but not having really any noticeable issues on my system here with it. By the way, what was taking so long to troubleshoot the server here is the fact that it would take literally probably over a half hour to start up with this map. So it was taking forever to troubleshoot what was going on with Courseplay. You know, try something, restart the server, and I literally have to wait a half hour for it to get going again. So it was just making it take forever to troubleshoot. Again, that's the reason there for a couple extra Pure Farming and Farmer Dynasties videos there. Looks like we should be able to finish filling this bunker by the end of this episode here. Gage was saying Case IH is better than John Deere. Case has more powerful motor and better combine or sprayer, and I'm assuming it means sprayer technology. Yes, that may be, but that's only a small part of it. Can't forget to look at the overall picture, and I think when you look at the overall picture, that's, I think, the reason why John Deere is always considered one of the best, if not the best, at least in America here anyway. You know, one of the big things I always point to, too, is, you know, look at the number of John Deere tractors, especially older tractors out in the field versus, say, older Case tractors, older New Holland tractors. At least where I live, it's basically non-existent. You don't see any older New Holland, any older Case tractors. You do see some older International tractors. And let's see, maybe a couple of the other older brands. Mainly older International. Some older Oliver tractors. Well, I guess with Oliver, they're technically all older at this point, seeing how they don't make them anymore. But you don't see any older New Holland. You don't see any older Case tractors. But you do see a lot of, again, somewhat older John Deere tractors. Now, I guess you could argue that's probably because there's maybe more of them, I suppose. I don't know the numbers on that, but Ethan was saying you're good. Well, thank you very much for that. James was saying finally some decent content. I take it James doesn't exactly like pure farming either. I'm not entirely sure why the disdain for pure farming either. It seems like, again, like I said, it's a really good game. It's going to be a game, though, that I think is once and done. That's my kind of prediction on it. Of course, if they add more content, and especially multiplayer, they might have a better chance, but ooh, look out. Look out. Going over the edge there. Start getting this top a little more level here. Looking pretty good here so far. You know, of course, depending on how perfect you want to get this always takes a while, too. About probably another 2, maybe 3 loads here. We should have this. Alex said it'll be about time to probably wrap up the episode at that point. I didn't check what compacting level we're looking at there. It'll probably take a while to compact that bunker there. Probably should actually be driving up from the other end here so we can get this end filled up better. Nope, we're stuck. Nope, there we go. Anyway, everyone, looking at time, looks like it's about time to wrap it up for this episode. We're almost done with that bunker there. I think we're going to call that good for the episode. So, folks, have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. Also, a reminder there again, too, make sure you let us know if you want us to continue on Broad Acres, if you'd like to see some more Broad Acres episodes here. Otherwise, we'll probably switch to a new map, and as the first comment they were saying, it'll probably be Autumn Oaks if we do a new map there. So with that, thanks for watching, and till next time.